Laurie, nice to get a win under the belt after last night's performance.
Yeah, I think last night was a bad loss, and it was a quiet dressing room. In front of a big crowd, it wasn't nice, and we all sort of knew that it was going to test us as a group. And tonight, I think we've just managed to put that to bed, hopefully. And if we get one win, hopefully that gets us through. Two more will, obviously, I think we'll definitely go through. So it's nice to get that.
Was the view that it was a good thing to be playing the day after, so you could get straight back on the way?
Yeah, I guess so. You can look at it both ways, and I think credit to the guys. I think we came out tonight with a good attitude and made sure that we put what happened yesterday to bed, and it was just nice to be at their end and make sure we got the win.
And obviously, Sussex got off to a good start with Chris Nash and Luke Wright, but in a bit of trouble at 58 for 4. What were you thinking when you came out to bat?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I was just at the start, just trying to get myself in, and I've not necessarily done that a lot recently. A bit of combination of a lot of rain-affected games, and and our guys sort of playing quite well. Some guys down the lower order haven't necessarily got some quality time at the middle, but it was so first and foremost was just get yourself in, and then I sort of know that if I'm going to be there at the end, and generally we're still going to win the game. That's sort of my mentality. I'd sort of not many games where I'm at the end that we don't get over the line. So that was the run rate. Fortunately, because of the guys got a good start and never got too ahead of us. So it was it was good.
And like you say, it was a question of pacing the innings. Was it a conscious decision towards the end with net run rates in mind to hit those big sixes, or just a case of that you felt in and it was time to go?
I sort of felt that it was the time to go, and I sort of felt that the quicker we get it done, the better, and we don't ever really want it going into the last over with sort of a lowish total. Even though we're wickets down, we've still got good batters to come, and I don't sort of necessarily play for not outs and my own personal score. So it was time to get on with it, and unfortunately it went my way.
And partnership of 56 with David Visa. You haven't batted that much together. What were you saying out in the middle there?
No, Dave came in and hit the sixes when he needed to. It's an amazing ability he has to hit the big ball. So he came in and took the pressure off me really. At the right time, and it just meant that I can, it meant that I could just give him the strike, and he was going to have a go, and then towards the end I sort of started to have a go myself. So I think we're so dangerous together. If we get going, we're going to be pretty destructive. It's just trying to bring it about more often than not.
And earlier in the evening, another good fielding and bowling performance. Sussex have fielded really well this season, particularly in the T20 Blast. What do you put that down to? Not many drop catches at all and some excellent ground fielding.
Well, obviously, look, I take big pride in my fielding personally, as work and as a team we've made sure we've done that, and it's more of a mentality trying to create as many chances as we can. The guys have made sure that we put in the hard work on the training days. And I think it's so important to get your best fielders in the right position all the time. It's the little 1%ers like that mean that the pressure catches get taken, and so we certainly as a batter, the only thing you can do is take your chances as much as you can.
And another good bowling performance by George Garton in the middle overs.
Yeah.
He bowled very well last night, built the pressure, rewarded with some wickets tonight. What's your take on his performance?
Well, it's just, as a young bowler in this format, he's, there's going to be good days and bad days. The fact is we've got some genuine pace in our lineup, and George is no different. Jofra's the same. CJ. To be honest, I wouldn't necessarily want to face our attack, not on a quick wicket anyway. So, it's just making sure that we dovetail at the right times, and not everyone's going to have their day all the time. So making sure we keep having the right attitude going forward, and taking every game as it comes. And some days George will get the wickets like he did today, and other days you find it hard work. So, and that's just the nature of being a bowler. I'm just glad I'm not one.
And those 2 wickets with Bancroft and Mustard, who were both well set. How crucial were those to keeping Gloucestershire to a low?
Yeah, no, it was an odd. We sort of took 2 early wickets, and then I felt we maybe over-attacked a little bit and tried to get that third, and we all know that taking that 3rd wicket can be so crucial. However, it also creates opportunity to score, and and they came out and played well, those 2, and it was important that we took the wickets at the right time. And fortunately, after that, once they had gone, we just they've got some dangerous players all the way down, and we just kept taking a wicket at the right time, and that's credit to the bowlers. Really, they've had a great night.
Absolutely. And then finally, as it stands, we're up to 3rd in the table. Obviously, other games going on around the group. 2 games left to play: Surrey on Sunday, and then back here at the First Central County Ground on Friday. Do you think it's a question of needing to win one of those, or is it just a case of taking one at a time? I think ideally we win both, and we finish strongly. I personally, I think one should be enough, and it'd be nice to just sneak in 3rd or 4th, and have an away semi-final, quarter-final, and then the pressure's off you really. I like that sort of way in. It's similarly, you take it any way you can really. Hopefully, I think we hope win two out of 2. That would be ideal. Take some momentum into the quarter final, and I think we could beat anyone on our day. Absolutely. Well, thanks very much, Laurie. Very well batted, and congratulations.
Cheers, thanks.